Distributed to the NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. And a proud moment indeed for the Indians.
Rudy Gobert.
We're at the sold-out and noisy Oracle Arena. Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle. Here are the five for the Clippers. We've got Hayward, DeMarcus Cousins out there with West. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Bradley in at the shooting guard. Well, taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down, Greg. Started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards, numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
You know, with Avery Bradley, he was the 19th pick in the draft for the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting injury concerns flattened out his development. He had a hard time getting over the hump for a few years, but he's over it now.
And that one's good.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
On defense, the Clippers. 4-point game. Lowry for three. There's the pass to Hood. Ross in the corner. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And, you know, getting back to Avery Bradley, he's been dynamite the past 2 years. He's finally found consistency with the mid-range jumper and plays a complete game of basketball. With just a little more seasoning, I really feel like the sky's the limit.
And that one's good.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, I had a chance to speak with head coach Doc Rivers, and he said a big factor in this game will be how well they're able to handle Kyle Lowry. He admitted being a fan of his game, saying he's a tough athletic guard who really competes. Defense, rebounding, attack the paint, he'll take it to you. We've got to be ready to match his motor and his aggressiveness. Kevin, are they up to it?
Thanks, Doris. Now here's Hayward. He has 5. Gobert with it. He dishes it to Hood. Shoots it. Some solid defense from Rose.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Lets it fly from 18. And the shot no good, a bit short.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
And really last season it was supposed to be a battle between the Warriors and Clippers for that Pacific title. But the Warriors just ran away with it. Won the division by 11 games.
Now Hayward. After Rudy Gobert missing on that last three-pointer.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Arthur. Buries it from three-point range. Arthur's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Rose kicks it to West. The dish to Rose. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Arthur. The offensive rebound.
Not really sure what he was thinking. Thinking about on that shot, that basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Warriors trail by 5. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Golden State.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3 ball, That really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Now here's Rose. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Feeds to Cousins. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 4 assists now tonight.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Here's Hood. And another 3 for Golden State.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. And some changes here for the Warriors. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Arthur. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Ross. And it's Thornton in for Kyle Lowry. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Channing Frye's checked in for West. Now, here's Frye. Tyson Chandler pulls it in.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Here's Rose. Another shot. Chandler with the rebound. Golden State's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Rose. Rose has got 4 rebounds now tonight. I'm talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing and back at Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
Bradley can't get it to go.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
You know, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can... eventually get back on track.
And Chandler, here we go. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
Cousins, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Cousins has got his second basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Thornton against Rose. He kicks to Cousins. Wide open, and he gets it to go. Cousins has got 6.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Clippers ahead, up by 5. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team.
I do a lot that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. That's what I pride myself on. You know, some nights you're not going to get the ball, but you still can be effective on the floor. Whether that's rebounding, playing defense, hustling, trying to create extra shots for your team. Whatever it is necessary that I feel like help my team get a win.
Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the kind of player his teammates appreciate so much, because they know nobody wins any rings without a guy like Tyson Chandler on the team.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles, J.J. Barea is out there with a foul. And it's Hayward, then it's Hill, and it's Fry in at the 4.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving Collins.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy. Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the... firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. They trail by 9 points. And this matchup with Los Angeles, hard to believe, just the first game of the NBA's 82-game regular season schedule.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. 2 top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff seeding. They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, for Jordan Hill, something wonderful happened to him last season. The breakthrough he'd been waiting for on his 6th year.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, it had to do, and I think correlated with him getting a chance to start games, and it blew up for him from there. Posted career-high averages across the board.
Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Golden State. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. West is checked in from 12 feet out. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Arthur. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. The Clippers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6.
And getting back to Jordan Hill, everyone had been waiting for this. I mean, greater activity, more aggressiveness, and he puts up career highs in points, rebounds, and assists.
To the inside and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Clippers ball. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. Second, the Warriors.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
On defense, Golden State, after Jordan Hill's bucket. A nice shot by Barea.
On the topic of Jordan Hill, hey, there aren't many guys like him with his size who can move that well. He's entering the prime of his career right now. Will he continue to ascend, or will he be content with where he's at? Time will tell.
Clippers leading by 11. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. West gets the bucket.
Now, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Now, here's Thornton. After Gordon Hayward's miss, pass to Ross, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And some stats here, guys, the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Looking at it for the Warriors. Gobert, he's checked in for Jeff Withey. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Terrence Ross. Rodney Hood subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Now here's Barea. 5 points in the game. Charity stripe shot. And again, David West. West has got 4 points in the quarter.
He is really having a good quarter, a strong quarter, an efficient quarter, doing a lot of positive things out there.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 12 points again in the basket from Gobert. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
And Doc Rivers passed the 700-win mark as a coach last season. He's climbing the ladder in career wins.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know that Doc oftentimes gets enough credit for the type of coach he is. I mean, as a coach, he is well over 500 in terms of his career win percentage. And how about over 500 in playoff games as well?
Los Angeles leading by 14. Bradley kicks to Rose. That's tipped. Here's Cousins. The shot is off. Gobert with the defensive effort. Arthur passes to Gobert. Releases. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
And now a look at Rudy Gobert here.